otherwise has been all about the cold. Weeks of bitter cold has kept a lot of that stubborn ice in place across multiple major New York waterways. These massive ice chunks have made it impossible and even dangerous for mariners to navigate, even for some of the local ferries to be able to get out there and transport people. This ice buildup did lead to some commuter chaos across the 5 boroughs of New York City. Ferry services have been operating sparingly since the water first froze over. In fact, after yet another weekend of teeth-chattering cold, the New York City ferry service has announced today that all services remain suspended, with major ice flows still blocking those vessel routes. It's an issue, it's a problem, so let's go ahead and take it out to the very icy harbor and check in with Fox Weather Correspondent Katie Byrne. I think this is one of the more fascinating things to watch this winter, Katie, because you don't see this amount of ice typically into the harbors and into the waterways. And are you moving? Are you on a boat right now?
I am, Marissa.
Nice.
This is one of the only ferries that actually can break through the ice. So what a way to get a view of the icy conditions, but also a feel for it. You can actually kind of hear, you hear that? That's the sound of ice as we move through right now. So you can take a look. We just took off from Battery Park. We are on one of the Statue City cruises. This this ferry, I should say, runs from Battery Park all the way to the Statue of Liberty, then to Ellis Island. You can see folks are boarded on here right now, and they've been able to stay operational for the most part throughout this cold stretch of weather. Outside of closing for 2 days because of snow, they've stayed open through the icy conditions, and that's because you can actually hear the sounds of us breaking through that ice. They've got steel hulls on the front of these ferries that can break through the ice, so they've been able to stay open. We spoke with the vice president of marketing here, who says they're still seeing thousands of passengers each day.
We have very large vessels, steel-hulled vessels, which allow us to come back and forth between the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island without any issue. There's some periods that we have to slow down as the ice is packed in, but we're able to cut through without any issue at all. Considering the time of the year and how cold it's been, we typically average about 2,800 guests this year throughout January. Weekends we see a bit of an increase, a bit of a spike, roughly about that 3,500 mark. Yesterday we had a phenomenal day. We had 3,900 guests that made their way out to the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. So we've been very thankful to continue operations during this period.
Pretty amazing to see all these people outside too on the upper decks, just braving the elements to see, of course, the Statue of Liberty. It's shocking and beautiful to see this up close, but it's even more fascinating to see these sheets of ice all around us. We actually have a gauge in the harbor that shows at Battery Park right now the water temperature is 31 degrees. It's the coldest it's been since 2018. The lowest it's gotten to just in this winter season has been 30.5, but people have been talking about how today it does feel kind of comfortable outside compared to the cold stretch we've had. The water, though, still takes some time to catch up. So the VP of marketing actually was saying that he thought it was even icier than in the past couple of weeks, just because we are seeing a little bit of melting already. But you could tell the boat is still full of tourists. A lot of them we're speaking with, they're amazed at what they're seeing out here.
We just left record-breaking heat back home, so it was a bit of a shock to the system to get here with it being so cold. Yeah, we were looking at the ice and talking a lot about how cold it has been, how unprepared we were for how cold it was. You could feel them when the boat hit them, like you felt the boat rock a bit. Yeah.
A little bit of rocking, a little bit of a rumbly kind of sound as you approach some of these sheets of ice. I'm trying to see if we've got any big patches we're coming up on right now. As you get closer to the Statue of Liberty, it actually gets a little less icy compared to taking off from Battery Park area, but we know that even the U.S. Coast Guard, they've got a fleet of icebreaker tugboats out in the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, the Great Lakes regions to tackle these ice-breaking operations. So this ferry is a boat that's able to do that because of the steel hulls at the top of the boat that actually can break through these pieces of ice, but not all ferries can do that, which is why we've seen some disruptions, you guys.
It is so fascinating to see it because I love, what is that banging noise too? Is that, I thought at first it was...
That's ice.
That is the ice. Okay, okay, it is the ice. Yeah, we were able to speak to the Coast Guard about a week ago, Katie, and I think one of the things I loved hearing was, is it a little bit fun to break through that ice just a little bit? To be able to just, I don't know, experience the thrill of it. And watching there was a child looking over, looking at the water. It is really pretty. And people visiting the Statue of Liberty, to be quite honest, we're at 32 degrees, 33 in New York City, so it's not terribly cold. And you have a lot of stairs to climb at the Statue of Liberty. So taking advantage this time of year. Was that more ice?
Yeah, I mean, there's ice everywhere, but it actually kind of breaks up a bit as we get closer to the Statue of Liberty, but you'll still see some sheets of it sparingly, but this is actually much less ice compared to over closer to the Battery Park area. So it's really interesting to see, but like you mentioned, Marissa, look at all these people. I mean, it's not stopping people from coming outside. Of course, this is a mostly tourist attraction, so not many people are using this boat to commute to work like some of the other ferries out in the city, but still people have the option to go sit inside in heat. And they're out here.
The views. Yeah, the views. It's one of the really unique things for New York City is the ability to commute on the water, and for 10 minutes of your morning, 20 minutes of your morning to be able to sit in the harbor. I mean, that's a beautiful view behind you, Katie, and I love the smacking of the ice on the boat there. Either way,
it's wild.
I love these front row views that we have into the New York Harbor. Katie, thank you. Fox Weather Correspondent Katie
We're so
Byrne.
lucky.
Yeah, so lucky to be out there, and also on a day that it's not below zero with the wind chills. Thanks, Katie.